Today on Fresno State Focus, CSU skilled workers statewide push for better pay.
And how a filmmaking crew in the Central Valley is bringing movie sets to life with a Stranger Things themed Airbnb.
Plus, why do students issues with the food offered on campus? Fresno State Focus starts now.
Hello and welcome to Fresno State Focus. I'm Oscar Alexander.
And I'm Lauren Aiello. And we begin today with some sad news. The Central Valley is mourning the loss of two young students this week. Two teens died within days of each other. The deaths are unrelated. Yesterday afternoon, Fresno Unified administrators confirmed Daniel Padilla Jr. died after collapsing during PE on Monday. He was 14 years old. And last night, a young student was hit by a car and died in Parlier.
We did have, unfortunately, a fatal traffic accident involving a pedestrian. He's under 18. Therefore, I'm not going to release age or identity.
The student went to Emmanuel High School in Reedley. Police have not released the details of how he died, but our community is in mourning. Moving to campus news.
CSU skilled workers statewide are calling for fair wages. I took a look into how this call to action made its way to Fresno State. Groups of protesters gathered around corners across Fresno State's campus to make their voices heard.
Shut it down! What do we want?
They belong to Teamsters Local 2010, the union that represents the CSU's skilled workers. They say the CSU has failed to honor 2025 contracts that promise raises.
CSU has broken its promises to its workers, broken its promises to its community, and we're trying to, strike and send a message that they need to change things.
If we don't get it, shut it down!
The Teamsters set up on corners around Fresno State's campus in a protest that lasted 4 days. And they set up on corners like the one right behind me. And among those crying out were painters, electricians, and plumbers. And while those demonstrations are over, the union says that they won't stop fighting until they've reached a fair deal with the CSU.
Like you should. What do we want? Contract.
The part that stung the most was when the presidents got their raises and then just threw us to the curb.
Like you should. CSU, you're no good.
Incredibly disrespectful, slap in the face to the workers who, come in every day and do that like essential work, like they literally keeping lights on.
Our campus has faced wage protests in the past. The most recent was held by professors in 2024. Fresno State's accreditation is now reaffirmed for a full 10 years. The university president's office revealed this in an email to students earlier this week. The status given by the WASC Senior College and University Commission is a measure of a school's quality, effectiveness, and integrity. University President Saul Jimenez Sandoval shared that this recognition is a testament to the hard-working Central Valley.
So for our students and our families out there, it really means a deep sense of confidence and pride in the institution in Fresno State and in our valley, of course, as well.
A 10-year reaffirmation is the highest level a university can achieve. President Jimenez Sandoval tells us this process ensures the school can distribute financial aid, and it also makes sure degrees and credits are recognized and transferable.
Fresno State students are celebrating National Ag Week, hosted by the Jordan College. Students can go to the Ag Sciences building to enter raffles, play games, and win prizes. Some rewards are Dutch Bros gift cards, stickers, and toy squishies. The event is part of a larger focus to connect more students with ag in the valley.
It's important for everybody to participate in National Ag Week because obviously agriculture feeds everybody. Everybody should have at least some knowledge of agriculture because they are what keeps us alive.
Tomorrow is the last day and students can head to the Satellite Student Union for a Dutch Bros truck, a club fair, and a mechanical bull riding tournament. Students interested in riding the mechanical bull can sign up using the link posted at jcast_senator on Instagram.
We are in the middle of Lent, a Catholic tradition that begins with Ash Wednesday. It's a 40-day period that includes fasting. Many abstain from meat on Fridays and give up something personal to grow spiritually closer to God. Many parishes held masses and distributed ashes to mark the start of the season. St. Joachim's Parish and had more than 5 ash distributions in English and around 8 in Spanish. The large number of services accommodated the community and made sure everyone got a chance to participate.
During Lent, we want to accompany Jesus, but not just be present there, but also to reflect in our relationship with Jesus Christ.
Lent is a season of reflection and preparation leading up to Easter. Other traditions during this time include adoration, a time of solemn prayer, and following the signs of the cross. The dates and times are different at each church.
Ever find yourself looking for something to do on a Friday night on campus? You could get a free movie and a beautiful display of cultures for free. Reporter Brandon Sandoval shows us all that cineculture has been offering for almost 2 decades.
Dr. Mary Hussein is the course instructor and advisor for the Cineculture program at Fresno State. She has been running the program for 18 years, which aims to expose students and the community to global culture through independent films.
I really love the concept, and so I developed it as a class.
Of course, a class of this magnitude, including directors from all around the world, requires a hefty amount of work to maintain.
There are a lot of moving pieces. It's way more work than a regular class, but it's clear that it's a passion project for me. I try to have a variety of films from all over the world and a mix of narratives and documentary films. I try to get as many directors from the films as possible.
Once the screening is over, students and members of the community are able to discuss each film with its director, something Dr. Hussein works hard to make happen.
I want the world to see what you've made, the story that you've told, and it's a good thing, really exciting to see that the movie is being screened today at Cineculture.
Thanks to funding from Fresno State, Cineculture is able to screen a film here every Friday night, and that includes a lot of indie films, such as Boy and the World, and also Sing With Your Song.
The students really appreciated, the discussion, not only from their classmates, but from other people around the audience too.
Dakota Dean is one of those students.
It's a great experience overall, so I get to know these students and where they come from.
It's clear that the program has struck a strong chord with its students and audience members.
Artists are the gatekeepers of truth.
In the Student Rec Center, this is Brandon Sandoval with Fresno State Focus.
Cineculture screens movies every Friday afternoon at 5 in the Peters Educational Center auditorium. A Fresno State student organization focused on second chances and community building is creating new ways for students to connect. Friends of Project Rebound recently hosted an event designed to help students relax and build relationships on campus. The event brought students together through gaming, creating a space where they could relax and be with other like-minded people.
You know who people are, where they came from, and sometimes people need that direction, They need to know what's most important in life. Experience certain things, and to know that I've lived that experience, it got me to a certain place, but this is where I want to go.
With midterms coming up, Friends of Project Rebound are looking to host more similar events inside the RSU. A local filmmaking team is gaining attention for creating big experiences right here in Fresno.
From producing original films to designing immersive attractions, Tremendum Pictures is building a name in the Central Valley. Joseph Malcolm shows us how their work is turning creativity into opportunity.
Scene 11, Bravo Alpha, take 2, Mark.
Thank you, Slate.
What started as a passion for film has grown into something much bigger here in Fresno. Tremendum Pictures is a local production company creating original films and creative projects.
It has been interesting, though, building Tremendum Pictures here in Clovis and Fresno and the surrounding counties, just because people aren't familiar with how film works. But it's also been a lot of fun because it's still exciting, it's still magical.
The team hopes to show what is possible for filmmakers in the Central Valley.
Projects like this may look like they belong in Hollywood, but they are right here in the Central Valley. Tremendum Pictures is going beyond the camera to bring interactive experiences like this, proving that filmmaking is bigger than ever in the Central Valley.
The house has become one of their most unique creations.
We wanted it to feel like you're walking into the show, like you're not just visiting a house that feels like a fan service, like some fan who's collected Stranger Things, memorabilia. We wanted it to feel like you're really walking into Hawkins.
And for the team, it represents how far they have come.
So we really enjoy being able to provide those types of experiences for people, whether it's here in the Airbnb or our movies or our content on social media.
From the screen to real life, these filmmakers are continuing to build their future right here at home. In Old Town Clovis, Joseph Malcolm, Fresno State Focus.
As Tremendum Pictures continues to grow, the team says they hope to create more films and more immersive experiences here in the Central Valley.
Coming up on Fresno State Focus, we hear opinions about the quality of food on campus.
Plus, find out how to stay safe on the streets of the Central Valley.
The sun is shining and the heat is rising. You'll learn all about that after the break.
At Fresno State, being bold means committing to something greater than yourself. It's learning by doing and nurturing leaders to advance our shared future. It's using research to create a better life for those around us and healing those who need us most. These are our stories, because at Fresno State, bold begins here.
Success. At Fresno State, it's no secret. It's discovering new ways to change our world. It's creating opportunities as diverse as our community itself. It's in the distinction of our graduates as they lead us into the future. Success is no secret at Fresno State. It's our mission.
Welcome back, Bulldogs. I'm Alexis Parra, and this is your focus on weather. Now, if you need a reminder that spring is approaching, just take a look at that beautiful view over on campus. Over where the music building is, the blue sky is bright and the grass is glowing. Now, taking a look at our national satellite over here, you can see over there on the East Coast, those clouds are stretching as they're dealing with some snow and some rain over there. But on the opposite side, over on the West Coast, over here, the clouds are going up north over in Oregon and Washington as well. And you can see California is clear as day. Now going on to our today's highs, the big 3 M's are hitting 76 across the board, with Mendota, Merced, and Madera hitting that, and Fresno hitting 76 as well. Taking a look at our lows today, it's going to be 40s across the board, but Shaver Lake is at 39. So if you're going to go over there for the snow this weekend, be sure to soak it all up. Now taking a look at our air quality, you can see it's moderate all across the board with the yellows of the San Joaquin Valley and Kern County over there. But if you're hitting Sequoia National Park, it's gonna be good air quality, perfect. And going over to the 7-day forecast, you can see it's a roller coaster of highs and lows with 90 next week, a little bit of summer coming early, but also too, you see the 70s high over there and then high 80s over there. And that's it for weather. Back to you guys.
We may not have any rain in the forecast, but the last few storms messed up some of our roads. Flooding ate up asphalt, which caused more car problems and harder commutes. I took a look at how the city is trying to fix this problem.
This is a common sight this time of year. People face many issues with driving in the weather. Potholes and floods make it harder for people to drive safely and get to a place on time.
I feel like the traffic has been pretty bad after the rainy season. There's been a lot of people who don't know how to drive, or they drive pretty cautiously due to the rain.
And it's not just the storms that make it hard, but what the rain does to the roads. Rain eating away at the pavement leads to cracks and potholes.
Actually, there's been a lot of cracks and potholes in the road, and I ran over a pothole once and I had to get my tire fixed because of how bad it injured it.
After Gerber reported the damage to the city, the pothole was fixed in just a few days.
Roads like this make it really hard for people to drive due to all the cracks, rocks, and potholes. But city officials say reporting these issues on the Fresgo app can help fix these problems.
Fresgo is an app that lets people report flooding, potholes, and street damage directly to the city.
Indeed, that is the fastest way to get that dispatched out to our crews. And citizens can be the eyes and ears of the city, something that city employees are not aware of yet until it's reported.
So if you hit a pothole or see flooding on your street, the city says reporting it through the Fresgo app is the fastest way to get it fixed. In downtown Fresno, Lauren Aiello, Fresno State Focus.
The Fresgo app is free to download and available on both iOS and Android devices.
A mobile home community is celebrating this week with a new community library. Families from the Jane Addams Library neighborhood gathered around the ribbon cutting of their new community library. This Take One, Leave One library was set up by the Trabajadores de la Raza Club at Fresno State to help give back to the community and give reading materials to those in need.
This is giving back to our community. This is what we've always wanted to do. It's providing the first ever local community library, Take One, Leave One, here at San Joaquin Mobile Estates, and the first ever in the Jane Addams neighborhood.
Members of the community celebrated their new little library with beverages, pastries, and the beginning of a lot of reading.
The front door of the Sarah A. Mooney Museum in Lemoore is like a time machine. As you walk through, you teleport back to a time when things were more simple. The beautiful sound of the family organ makes the experience dynamic. The museum is the preserved home of Sarah and Aaron Mooney. It serves as a capsule of culture and Lemoore history at the turn of the 20th century.
We are the keepers of Lemoore's history, and so we have a dual purpose here at the museum. We maintain the home as it was during Sarah Mooney's lifetime. She passed away in 1925.
Not all towns or cities have a place that lets you step back in time like this. The museum is free and open from noon to 3 on Sundays. The next time you're in Lemoore on a quiet Sunday, it's worth a haunt.
Some of our MCJ classmates are celebrating award-winning work. Last week, the Collegian traveled to San Francisco for the Associated Collegiate Press Conference. The Collegian and Fresno State Focus came home with 17 National Media Awards. 2 individual awards went to our very own Isaac Marquez for Best Feature Photo and Paloma Schuler for Best Feature Story. The Collegian was an online pacemaker finalist this year for the first time ever.
The Collegian.
Our Fresno State Focus Newscast placed 6th in broadcasting news programs on a 4-year campus. Former Fresno State Focus reporters Marvin Rodriguez and Ronan Vonthi won individual awards for Best Broadcast News Story. The next ACP conference will be held in Kansas City, Missouri next fall.
Mexican artists Peso Pluma and Tito Doble P sold out the Same Art Center last night. The high energy show featured some of their biggest hits and had the crowd singing along all night. Take the stage at Fresno State. That's thanks to Philip Lawrence Keyboard Concert Series. The performances bring world-class musicians to the university's concert hall to share classical piano works. This past Sunday, Russian pianist Alexander Malfeev performed. The series will wrap up later this spring with a final concert by Sergei Babayan on April 26th. Tickets are available online at keyboardconcerts.org. The Big Fresno Fair is announcing some big names coming for the Table Mountain Casino Concert Series. This year will be the first ever EDM concert. Headliners include DJ Dilpo and comedian Gabriel Iglesias. The concert series brings a lot of entertainment to the valley.
Fresno State is home to 14 on-campus dining locations.
However, some students are not satisfied with their conditions or options. Olivia Pavao takes a bite into some student complaints.
Thousands of students use Fresno State dining services on campus every day. But long waits, safety concerns, and inconsistent pricing have students saying campus food quality is declining.
I think it's declining because of a lack of overall care. It's pretty clear that the RSU has a lot of options, but the options are limited just in terms of when you can get them and what you can get. I drive 2 miles away down Shaw and the food is 10 times better at the same thing, and it costs maybe $1 or $2 cheaper.
For many, there isn't enough time to grab food in between classes because of long lines.
If you go to, a Taco Bell, a Habit, a Subway, a Panda off campus, you're waiting maybe max 10 minutes. I've waited here upwards of 45 minutes for a burger.
I just went to 2 different Taco Bell locations to order the same exact thing. One on campus inside the RSU, and one just a couple miles down Cedar. This one took about 6 minutes. This one took almost 25.
Some dorm students also question the quality and safety of the dining hall food in their meal plans.
A lot of my friends, they don't really like eating the meat there because they're a little iffy on if it's something that's safe to consume. Maybe like they could put out like a video showing us like how it's prepped just to make sure that it's safe.
Some students are just looking for more variety. From the RSU, Olivia Pavao, Fresno State Focus.
The majority of dining services on campus close between 5 and 6 p.m. during the week.
If you're one of the many students who eat on campus daily, we know it's frustrating to spend a lot of time waiting in line.
Jerry Hawker is live with a solution that could help students skip the line. What's up, Jerry?
Thanks, guys. Jerry Hawker live inside the Resnick Student Union for Fresno State Focus. And as you can see, it's pretty calm right now, but every day at lunch, hundreds of students fill this space waiting for lunch, and it can get really busy. But the good thing, there's a solution for that. It's called the Fetch mobile ordering app. And all you got to do is open your app store on your phone and download the app called Mobile Transact Ordering and open it up. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to search your schools. And so for us, it's going to be Fresno State. Then you're going to sign in with your Google account that's designated for your Fresno State account. After that, all you do is you pick the establishment you want to eat at, make your order, and then you'll receive a notification on your phone letting you know when it's time to come pick your order up. And at that time, all you're going to do is come to where it shows the Fetch Mobile Order Pickup sign, and you're going to wait right there. And in fact, I got an order ready for me right now. Hi, I placed an order for Jerry on the mobile ordering app. Any sauce for you today? Yeah, may I please have some hot sauce? That is plenty. Thank you so much. You too. Thank you so much. And now I have my food ready to skip those lines, and all these other fools are still waiting while I'm already eating and enjoying my food with my friends. Jerry Hawker at the Resnick Student Union for Fresno State Focus.
Coming up in sports, the Fresno State Ice Hockey Club is moving forward.
Plus, from the scrum on campus to the international stage, one Fresno State rugby player is chasing a bigger dream. Hear about his journey and what's next. Fresno State Focus on sports is coming up in 1 minute.
I got the bulldog spirit up in my head.
Up in my head.
Up in my head.
I got that bulldog spirit up in my head. Up in my head to say. Deep in my heart, got that bulldog spirit. Deep in my heart, deep in my heart to stay. I got that bulldog spirit. Down in my toes, down in my toes, down in my toes. I got that bulldog spirit. Down in my toes, hey, down in my toes to stay. I got that bulldog spirit. Up in my head, deep in my heart, down in my toes. I got that bulldog spirit. All over me to stay. I got that bulldog spirit.
Deep in my heart.
Deep in my heart, deep in my heart. I got that bulldog spirit.
Fresno State's women's tennis team is looking for redemption after falling to number 37 Princeton in San Luis Obispo. The Princeton Tigers jumped ahead early yesterday and kept steady momentum, winning 3 of the completed singles matches to secure the win. The Bulldogs opened conference play at San Diego State Friday morning. The Fresno State men's basketball team is heading into the Mountain West Conference tournament tonight. The Bulldogs opened a single-game elimination tournament against Colorado State tonight at 6. Head coach Vance Wahlberg said after the loss to New Mexico that the team is hoping to get Zayon Collins back in time for tonight. Fresno State now looks to make a run in this win-or-go-home tournament. Fresno State women's basketball are now reflecting on their Mountain West Conference tournament performance. The 7th-seeded Bulldogs opened the tournament with a strong 74-57 win over Nevada. The Bulldogs clinched their spot in the quarterfinals and faced off against UNLV. At the end, UNLV beat the Bulldogs bringing an end to the impressive fight showcased in Las Vegas. The Fresno State Ice Hockey Club is moving forward after the road loss to San Jose Junior College this past Saturday. Here you can see Captain Landon Welch find the net to put the Bulldogs on the board early. However, in the end, the Antelopes beat the Bulldogs 8-1. The club is now focused on their next home game, March 28th, against the Fresno Pigeon Hockey Club. This weekend, a massive NFL trade rumor put the whole league on notice. News broke Friday morning that the Baltimore Ravens traded for an elite pass rusher, Max Crosby, from the Las Vegas Raiders for their 2026 and 2027 first-round picks. However, through their Raiders social media page, they informed the world that the Ravens backed out of this trade. Here at Fresno State, rugby might be just a club sport, but for a Fresno State athlete, this experience is just the beginning. Let's go to Paloma Schumer, who's with a student athlete trying to take his talent to the international stage.
Thanks, Fabian. So right now we're sitting here with Ricardo Madrigal from the scrum here at Fresno State all the way to the international stage. This Fresno State athlete is thinking about taking his sport international. So you've been playing rugby for about 3 years now here at Fresno State in the men's rugby club, and you played lock. So what has being part of the Fresno State Rugby Club meant to you personally?
Honestly, it's meant a lot. Like growing up so close to Fresno, it's always been a dream of mine to play for the Bulldogs, and yeah, it's been a dream come true.
And being mentored by so many good coaches like Lee Garrow, Isaiah Hunter, and Santiago Madrigal, that's kind of motivated you and motivated you to take your sport even further outside of Fresno. So what does it mean to you to have the chance to possibly take your sport internationally?
It's an honor to have the opportunity to be able to go to the international stage and play at the next level. It's an awesome opportunity, although I have a lot more work to be done. There's a lot more work to be done.
Well, it's been an honor getting to talk to you, and I'll for sure be following your journey. So back to you at the desk.
Thank you.
iHeart Fresno State Week is bringing the campus together through events, giveaways, and a celebration of school spirit. Every spring semester, Spotlight Events hosts iHeart Fresno State Week, a campus-wide celebration where students can enjoy free food, live music, games, and daily activities designed to bring the community together outside of the classroom.
This is all put on by Spotlight Events. We are an organization that puts on events for students by students, and all of our events are completely free. It's a really good way to get students involved on campus beyond just academics, to have a good time on campus, to connect, and that's basically what we're doing here today.
iHeart Fresno State Week begins on March 24th. Students can learn more by following the Student Involvement page. Next week on Fresno State Focus, meet a local coffee shop owner who turned his childhood dream into his livelihood.
Plus, see how the Fresno State Costume Shop stitches together masterpieces for our campus theater productions.
Also, find out how the kinesiology department is taking the right steps toward overall health.
Thank you for joining us for Fresno State Focus. We'll see you next week.